What if the government has been conducting illegal experiments on citizens for decades? The evidence is disturbing, and the truth is finally being revealed. Throughout history, governments worldwide have conducted secret experiments in the shadows, experiments kept hidden from the public eye. From mind control programs to biological testing, these operations have affected thousands of innocent people. Today, we dive into the documented history of government experiments that were once classified as top secret. What started as conspiracy theories decades ago has now been partially declassified, revealing shocking truths about institutional power, ethical boundaries, and the lengths governments will go to maintain control. This is the story of experiments that should have never happened. In the 1950s, the United States Central Intelligence Agency launched one of the most disturbing covert programs in American history, Project MKUltra. Operating from 1953 to 1973, this classified program aimed to develop mind control techniques using LSD and other hallucinogenic drugs. The experiments took place at 80 institutions, including universities, prisons, and hospitals. Unsuspecting subjects, patients in psychiatric facilities, prisoners, and homeless individuals became unwilling test subjects. Dr. Donald Ewan Cameron, a prominent psychiatrist at McGill University in Montreal, led some of the most brutal experiments. Patients were administered LSD while in sensory deprivation chambers, subjected to repeated electroshock therapy, and exposed to isolation lasting weeks. The program remained hidden until 1975, when congressional hearings finally exposed the truth. Declassified documents revealed approximately 9,000 victims were exposed to these experiments. The CIA destroyed most evidence, but survivors came forward with harrowing testimonies. Victims reported permanent psychological damage, memory loss, and lifelong trauma. The government eventually settled lawsuits for millions of dollars, yet many argue justice was never truly served. One of the most shameful chapters in American medical history unfolded in rural Macon County, Alabama, beginning in 1932. The Tuskegee syphilis study represents systematic racism disguised as scientific research. The United States Public Health Service, working with Tuskegee University, enrolled 600 African American sharecroppers. 399 infected with syphilis and 201 without. Officials told the men they were receiving free healthcare for bad blood, but the truth was far more sinister. Researchers deliberately withheld penicillin treatment even after it became the standard cure in 1945. For 40 years, researchers observed the disease's progression in untreated patients. Men died. Their wives contracted syphilis. Children were born with congenital syphilis. Doctors conducted painful examinations and lumbar punctures under the guise of treatment. The study continued until 1972, when journalist John Heller exposed the horrific truth. The government finally apologized in 1997, over 6 decades later. The surviving victims and their families received a settlement of $10 million. This experiment shattered trust between African American communities and the medical establishment, creating lasting consequences that persist today in healthcare disparities. Deep in the Nevada desert, approximately 83 miles northwest of Las Vegas, lies Area 51, a classified United States Air Force facility that has sparked decades of speculation. Established in 1955, the base was officially used for testing experimental aircraft like the U-2 spy plane and the SR-71 Blackbird. However, numerous credible witnesses, military personnel, scientists, and government insiders claimed the facility houses something far more extraordinary. In 2013, the CIA finally declassified documents confirming Area 51's existence and its connection to classified aircraft testing. But questions remain unanswered. Former area employees have provided sworn testimony about witnessing unidentified flying objects, alien technology, and reverse engineering projects. Bob Lazar, a physicist who claimed to work at S4, a sub-facility near Area 51, described examining extraterrestrial spacecraft and Element 115. While official sources dismiss such accounts, the government's extreme secrecy fuels persistent speculation. Recently released military documentation, including the 2004 USS Nimitz incident where fighter pilots encountered unidentified aerial phenomena, suggests something unexplained is occurring. The government has gradually acknowledged these encounters